Jaya Prabhupada. Gaura Haribol. Jaya, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya, Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Dev, Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Pariva Jakacharya Sarashata Shri Srimad is Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Thank you very much, Draupadi. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Prem Shikaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath, Shamakunda Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhan Ki Jai, Ganga Devi, Jamuna Devi Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai, Shamaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Vrindavandam Ki Jai, Shri Mathuradam Ki Jai, Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai, Shishi Radha Kalachanji Dham Ki Jai, Barihat Maranga Ki Jai, Transcendental Book Distribution Ki Jai, Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol, all glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Yashodananda व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन यमुनातीरावनचारि यमुनातीरावनचारि जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा जय यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरावनचारि यमुनातीरावन जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय श्री श्री गौरनिताय जय राधा कालचंद्री राधे राधा गोविंद राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा माई जय सुदर्शन जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव Jai Gurudev. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Dhayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Hare Krishna everyone. I welcome all of you and I seek blessings so that I can serve by speaking something in glorification of the Lord and His devotees. So we are in Canto 10, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chapter 3, verse number 46. Yes. Yeah. Yes, Mataji. I will say. So, I think the mic is coming, yeah. We did till 45 verse yesterday about how, the chapter's name is The Birth of Lord Shri Krishna. So how he got birth in a extraordinary way in a prison house and with four-handed Vishnu form. Nobody can do that except the Supreme Lord. So yes, we got the mic now. Verse number 46.
Shukdev Goswami said, after thus instructing his father and mother, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna remained silent. In their presence, by his internal energy, he then transformed himself into a small human child. In other words, he transformed himself into his original form, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam.
Thereafter, exactly when Vasudeva, being inspired by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was about to take the newborn child from the delivery room, Yogamaya, the large spiritual energy, took birth as the daughter of the wife of Maharaj Nanda. By the influence of Yogamaya, all the doorkeepers fell fast asleep, their senses unable to work, and the other inhabitants of the house also fell deeply asleep. When the sun rises, the darkness automatically disappears. Similarly, when Vasudeva appeared, the closed doors, which were strongly pinned with iron and locked with iron chains, opened automatically. Since the clouds in the sky were mildly thundering and showering, Anantanaga, an expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, followed Vasudeva, beginning from the door, with hoods expanded to protect Vasudeva and the transcendental child.
Because of constant rain sent by the demigod Indra, the river Yamuna was filled with deep water, foaming about with fiercely whirling waves. But as the great Indian Ocean had formerly given way to Lord Ramchandra by allowing him to construct a bridge, the river Yamuna gave way to Vasudeva and allowed him to cross.
When Vasudeva reached the house of Nanda Maharaja, he saw that all the cowherd men were fast asleep. Thus he placed his own son on the bed of Yashoda, picked up her daughter, an expansion of Yogamaya, and then returned to his residence, the prison house of Kamsa.
Text 52. Vasudev placed the female child on the bed of Devaki, bound his legs with the iron shackles, and thus remained there as before.
Exhausted by the labor of childbirth, Yasoda was overwhelmed with sleep and unable to understand what kind of child had been born to her.
Yes. Thank you. That's the last verse.
Exhausted by the labor of childbirth, Yosa was overwhelmed with sleep, unable to understand what kind of child had been born to her.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. So our focus verse is verse number 53, which we will recite now. Yashodanand patni cha jatam param budhyata na tadlingam parishranta nidraya pagata smriti. Yashodananda patcha jatam paramabudhyat na tadlingam parishranta nidraya pagata smriti. Yashodananda patni cha jatam paramabudhyata na tadlingam parishranta nidraya pagata smriti. Anyone would like to recite? And the patni cha jatam paramabudhyata na tadlingam parishranta nidraya pagata smriti. Udananda patni cha jatam paramabudhyat na tadlingam parishranta nidraya pagata smriti. Yashodananda patni cha jatam paramabudhyat na tadlingam parishranta nidraya pagata smriti. Yashodananda patni cha jatam paramabudhyata na tadlingam parishranta nidraya pagata smriti. Yashodananda patni cha jatam paramabudhyat na tallingam parishranta nidraya pagata smriti. यशोदानन्दपत्नी च जातं परमबुधयत् न तल्लिङ्गं परिश्रान्ता निद्रयापगता स्मृति. Yashoda, Krishna's mother in Gokula. Nanda Patni, the wife of Nanda Maharaj. Cha, also, Jatam, a child was born. Parama, the Supreme Person. Abudhyata, could understand. No, not. Tat lingam, whether the child was a male or female. Parishranta, because of too much labor pain. Nidraya, when overwhelmed with sleep. Apagata smriti, having lost consciousness. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Exhausted by the labor of childbirth, Yashoda was overwhelmed with sleep and unable to understand what kind of child had been born to her. Purport. Nand Maharaj and Vasudeva were intimate friends, and so were their wives, Yashoda and Devaki. Although their names were different, they were practically non-different personalities. Both are mother and father, of Krishna. The only difference is that Devaki was able to understand that the Supreme Personality of Godhead had been born to her and had now changed into Krishna, where Yashoda was not able to understand what kind of child had been born to her. Yashoda was such an advanced devotee that she never regarded Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but simply loved him as her own child. Devaki, however, knew from the very beginning that although Krishna was her son, he was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Vrindavan, no one regarded Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And when something very wonderful happened because of Krishna's activities, the inhabitants of Vrindavan, the cowherd men, the cowherd boys, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda and all others were surprised. But they never considered their son Krishna to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sometimes they suggested that some great demigod had appeared there as Krishna. In such an exalted status of devotional service, a devotee forgets the position of Krishna and intensely loves the Supreme Personality of Godhead without understanding his position. This is called Kevala Bhakti and is distinct from the stages of Jnana and Jnanamayi Bhakti. So, okay, we'll recite first. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavane पावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो श्रीवैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री श्री गौर निताय, श्री श्री राधा कालाचंद जी, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया, श्रील प्रभुपाद श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। हरे कृष्णा। So I seek blessings from all the exalted Vaishnavas sitting here. Thank you. This beautiful verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. We will discuss few points according to how much time we have. So we saw Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared as four-handed Vishnu form. And looking at this, Vasudeva and Devaki got struck with wonder. And they offered beautiful prayers. And also it was mentioned in the earlier verses, they offered thousands and thousands of cows in charity in the mind. Because they were in the prison house, they could not do some rituals and go outside. But they offered about so many cows in charity to all the brahmanas in their mind. So that also is good devotional service. If we can't do physically, we can offer in the mind. And Vasudeva then saw this beautiful, four-handed form. They offered prayers, and then Devaki was afraid, and she said, "Please take your two-handed form and come back in your ordinary child, in the form." So verse 46, we started with that how Supreme Personality of Godhead heard. He instructed his father and mother, and then by his internal energy, Atma Mayaya, that's a verse in Bhagavad Gita 4.6, which says, Ajo api san avya atma bhuta nam ishvaro api san prakritim swam adhishtaya swam bhavami Atma Mayaya. By his internal potency, he incarnates. It's not because of his karma or any bondage or any desire or anything. It is just his personal desire, his personal choice. By his internal energy, then he transformed himself into a small human child, Krishna, small baby Krishna. So, because Lord is not an ordinary child, he is full of all opulence and he can do anything what he likes. He is not influenced by material qualities. And Srila Jiva Goswami says in that purport that unless we accept the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead as inconceivable, all his activities are inconceivable. We can never think of Nrsimha Dev, a form, or Krishna lifting Govardhan Hill in the small finger, and so many things. And here, coming in the 400 form. So he said, until we accept the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is inconceivable, which is beyond the conception of our word and our mind and our thought process, till then we cannot understand the Supreme Lord. So, in the following verse, number 48 and 49, it was said, by the arrangement of Yog Maya, Vasudeva was able to leave the prison house. This story we know from childhood, Vasudeva was able to open all the chains, and all the doorkeepers were fast asleep, and he could leave the prison house and save the child from the hands of Kamsa. So this is by the arrangement of Yoga Maya. One can say, oh, the iron shackles got opened. Yes. The doorkeepers, the security guards were fast asleep. What about the other inhabitants? When Vasudeva is going outside in a city, others might have seen him. But no, nobody saw him. Everybody was inside the house. Why? Krishna arranged like that. What he arranged? Thunderstorm and rain. In Dallas, now it's a great news for next 2-3 days. People are planning and arranging all foodstuffs, full gas in the car, and if power cut down, then we can, sleep in the car. I heard from Mataji. So they are planning for that, They don't want to go out of the house. Everything, nicely they are arranging in the house. Similarly here, when Krishna planned this, it was a thunderstorm and rains. So nobody was outside the house. So nobody could see Vasudev taking child Krishna outside. And now somebody will say, how can then small child can be taken, in such a thunderstorm and rain? So Sheshnag comes and gave a shadow nicely, comfortable umbrella, because he will always serve Krishna. So he became umbrella for him. And further, how he crossed Yamuna river. Yamuna was also overflowed. So what happened? Yamuna also gave Krishna the way, like it was read by him, I think. How somebody, how ocean gives the way to Lord Ramachandra, make a bridge and go to Sri Lanka. Yamuna Devi, gave the way to Vasudev so that he can cross. And she little bit comes and touches the feet of Krishna. So she also serves and had darshan of Krishna and also could give the way in that way. So this was all the arrangement of Yogamaya. So one little question I will ask. One may think how Vasudev was so mean. We just read. Vasudev knew very well that as soon as, he went to exchange the daughter with Krishna, and whosoever is there, Kamsa will kill, right? So this is kind of a mean mentality, to save my own child, I will exchange with other one and I don't care for the other child. So he knew very well that as soon as the daughter was in the prison house of Kamsa, Kamsa would immediately kill her. But to protect his own child, he had to kill the child of his friend. So there, if the question arises, how can somebody do that? Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, whose disappearance day is today, very auspicious day, he gave the answer. You can think of something? Yes? You got it, no? Yeah? Yes. 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 Yeah. Thank you. So it was mentioned, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that in Purport of 51, Vasudev cannot be accused of callousness. Matlab, he was not wrong in his action, since his actions were impelled by the force of Yogamaya and it was planned by Krishna. Yogamaya is the energy of the Lord. She follows whatever Krishna wants, and she does all the arrangement. So he was not wrong. If we do something like that, we are mean. To save our own thing or person, we don't want to disturb others. So verse number 53, which is our today's verse. Exhausted by the labor of childbirth, Yashoda was overwhelmed with sleep and unable to understand what kind of child had been born to her. With the delivery of the child, we get very tired, A woman get very tired and fall asleep, So the same situation with Yashoda, she did not have the knowledge whether the child was a girl or a boy. So now we'll discuss two main things here in this purport. Yogamaya and Mahamaya, one thing, and then Kevala Bhakti and Jnana Mishra or Karma Mishra Bhakti, And then we will discuss about great personalities today whose appearance and disappearance is falling today, because this is a beautiful day of Vasant Panchami. We all can see yellow everywhere. So we'll discuss about that in short time. So, the Lord Potency, the Supreme Lord, has two energies, material and spiritual. And the living entities are marginal, like land and water. In between is marginal. Sometimes in land, sometimes in water. Sometimes we are attracted to material things, sometimes to spiritual thing, So Lord has these two energies, material and spiritual. And in the Vedas, it is said that the potencies of the Supreme Lord are called by different names as Mahamaya and Yogmaya. And ultimately, the Lord potency is one, exactly as the electrical energy, electrical potency is one. It can be both used as cooling and heating effect. Same electrical line is coming. We can use it in the fridge for cooling something, or we can use it in a heater to heat something. So the Lord potency acts in both the spiritual and material world. In the spiritual world, the Lord potency works as Yogamaya, and in the material world, the same potency works as Mahamaya. So, Mahamaya acts upon the conditioned souls to deprive them more and more of devotional service. And any pastime conducted by the Supreme Personality of Godhead is an arrangement of Yogamaya and not Mahamaya. Like Yashoda Maya seeing in Krishna's mouth the whole universe, and then she got, what is this? And then immediately Yogamaya covered. And then again Yashoda was, oh, he's my child, and childhood pastimes started. So once in a conversation, many devotees were sitting, and Srila Prabhupada, question answer after the lecture, and His Holiness Tamal Krishna Maharaj was, one devotee asked, and Tamal Krishna Maharaj repeated that question to Prabhupada, how we may recognize Yogamaya? This is the question he asked. And Prabhupada said, Yogamaya means that which connects you to the Supreme Lord. Yoga is connection, and Maya is Lord's energy. So that which connects you. And when you are being gradually advanced in Krishna consciousness, that is the action of Yogamaya. And when you are gradually forgetting Krishna, that is the action of Mahamaya. So we are tatast, here and there. Maya is acting upon us. The one is dragging you and one is pushing you opposite way. One is dragging you down, the Mahamaya, and one is taking you ahead, advancement in Krishna consciousness. Just like the example Prabhupada gives, you are always under the laws of the government. Now, government laws, we see, if you say, I don't agree to abide by the laws of government, Prabhupada says that is not possible. Wherever you go, you have to follow. He gives an example. When you are a criminal, you are under the police laws. Like if you don't obey the normal civil laws, you will be caught. You will be in the prison house, and you have to follow the criminal laws, there. So if you remain as a civilized citizen, then you are protected by the civil law. You can freely, independently move in your car, on your roads, and, to the malls and shopping centers and everywhere, because you are not a culprit, If you are a culprit, then your face will be seen and police are looking for the face, so you have to hide somewhere. But if you are a civilized person, then you are protected by the civil law. If somebody does wrong to you, the police will help you to protect you. That is the civil law. But as soon as you are against the state, the criminal law will act upon you. So the criminal activities of the law is Mahamaya. Threefold miseries, always. So these threefold miseries, Adi Daivik, Adi Bhautik, and Adhyatmik. No one can free himself from these three, More or less, either this or this or this, always there. But if we are under the civil department, under the shelter of Krishna, then Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam, always we are advancing and tasting the nectar of Krishna's love more and more. And that is Yogamaya. Yogamaya is the original Yogamaya is Krishna's internal potency, Srimati Radharani. And Mahamaya is external potency, Durga Devi. So Durga is explained in Brahma Samhita as Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Rekha Chaeva Yasya Bhuvanani Bibharti Durga, and so on, Brahma Samhita. So this is Lord's energy. And when Lord appeared, his potency came with him and acted in different ways. All the pastimes of Krishna and Gokul and, in front of all the devotees there is all orchestrated by Yogamaya. she acted as Yogmaya with Yashoda, Devaki, and other intimate relations of the Lord. And she acted in a different way with Kamsa, Shalva, and other demons. And by the order of Lord Krishna, this potency Yogmaya came with him and exhibited or arranged according to different time and situations and circumstances. So Maya is very strong. Devi esha gunamai mama maya duratya maya mamevye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. So this Maya is very strong. It's very difficult to overcome by your own endeavor. But if you take shelter of Krishna, then Yogmaya acts, and then it is very easy to cross over this material ocean. Now the next point is purport of 47 says, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur discusses that Krishna appeared simultaneously as the son of Devaki and the son of Yashoda along with the spiritual energy Yogmaya. Yes, we discussed this. So the point he was mentioning is, as the son of Devaki, he first appeared as 400 Vishnu form, and because Vasudeva was not in the position of pure affection for Krishna. Vasudeva was not in a position of pure affection of Krishna. Why? Because he accepts Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that childhood pastime rasa will not come. So Vasudeva worshipped his son as Lord Vishnu. Yashoda, however, pleased her son Krishna without understanding his supremacy. That is the difference between Krishna as the son of Yashoda and as the son of Devaki, which we read in our 53rd purport also. So this is also explained by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And the second point we will have to discuss was Kevala Bhakti. Kevala Bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti. So Prabhupada has many places mentioned this. Anya Bhilashita Shunyam Jnana Karma Anavritam. Jnana Karma Anavritam. So no other desire than Shuddha Bhakti. Not mixed with Jnana and Karma. So the Karmis means they want promotion to the heavenly planets. Good wealth, good job. I mean, we do that because we are all in our level, in our journey. But this is the Karmis, it is said. Want promotion in the heavenly planets. The Jnanis, they want to become one with the Supreme, or they want liberation. But Bhaktas, they just want pure love of Godhead, just to serve the Lord. So our devotional service should be uncovered by the result of Jnana and Karma. This would be pure Bhakti. And Prabhupada says in Bhagavad Gita, Mam chayo vabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityetan. Sagunan samatityetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So he who is engaged in pure devotional service, he is Sagunana samatityetan. He is transcendental to all these qualities. So that's what Krishna also said to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. What? Traigunya Vishya Veda, Nishtraigunya Bhava Arjuna. So all our endeavor day to day is that only, So come above these three modes. And bhakta, for a bhakta, the liberation is already there. Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. And Srila Bilva Mangal Thakur also said, for the devotees, mukti, liberation is standing in the door with folded hands. So devotees does not desire for even liberation. And the beautiful verse in 6th canto says, Kechit kevalya bhaktya vasudeva parayana agham dhunvanti karsnena niharam iva bhaskara, which says, a person who is a pure devotee, who has adopted complete unalloyed devotional service, that's what we spoke just now, to Krishna, can uproot the weeds of sinful actions with no possibility that they will revive. Roots say it takes it out so that it does not come again when rain or sunlight comes. So he can do this simply by discharging devotional service, just as the sun can immediately dissipate fog by its rays. Foggy weather, rainy weather. As soon as sun comes, everything is clear, dry, a nice light, warm. So that is what devotional service is. It dissipates all darkness, all ignorance, all anxieties, and everything. And we have some 13 minutes left. We will discuss about today's auspicious appearances and holy day we say, Vasant Panchami. Since our childhood actually, Vasant Ritu is very, very important. This is like arrival of the spring season. So, since our childhood, we are celebrating this Vasant Panchami in a grand way. Big gathering, always. Elders, young children, everybody comes, and for everyone there is something. We do nice worship of the Supreme Lord, and especially Saraswati Puja. Today is appearance of Goddess Saraswati, and Saraswati Puja is the main thing, and then everyone wears yellow dress because of spring. All this. If somebody has seen mustard field, all yellow flowers, they blossom. And then yellow marigold and so many things. So signifying, that spring has come, and even yellow laddus and yellow prasad also. And then lot of cultural activities. Because Saraswati Devi is a goddess of education, music, art, So all this competition we used to have. Rangoli, art, painting, Krishna's picture, or music, dance competitions, and singing of, especially we used to sing this, I hope you must have heard somewhere. Ya kundendu tushar har dhavala, ya shubhra vastavrita, ya veena varadanda manditakara, Ya Shweta Padmasana, and so on. This is prayers to Lord Goddess Saraswati, which we used to sing in our childhood, So, and also, we just sang few minutes before from Srimad Bhagavatam. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Every day, every single day before Srimad Bhagavatam we recite. We offer our obeisances to Goddess Saraswati to give us the wisdom and knowledge which is required in our life. So every day one should offer respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan Namaskritya, Naram Chaiva Narottamam, unto Narnarayan Rishi, Devim Saraswati, unto Mother Saraswati, and Vyasdev, the goddess of learning, Saraswati Devi, and unto Srila Vyasdev, the author of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Vasant Panchami, Saraswati Devi worship, her prayers, and then a beautiful, beautiful lot of, like first we'll discuss one by one. Srimati Vishnu Priya Devi. Appearance Day. Vishnu Priya Devi is the eternal consort of the Supreme Lord. So this holy day, holy advent of Srimati Vishnu Priya Devi, and according to Sri God Ganesh, this Deepika, she is directly Satyabhama in Krishna's Dwarka Leela. So she is Satyabhama, this Srimati Vishnu Priya Devi. Of course, the eternal consort. So, little bit we will speak of every personality like Raghunandan Thakur, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Raghunath Das Goswami today, Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Let's hear a little bit. So this Vishnu Priya Devi, she was only 14 when Mahaprabhu took sannyas. And after that, she lived the rest of her life in penance. And anybody knows how long she lived? It was so painful to be without husband. But she was so dedicated. From early morning, she would take the holy name of the Lord whole day. She takes 2 times bath, and then she stays at home only, whole day chanting. She was very young when Mahaprabhu took sannyas. So whole day chanting, and with every round, she used to take 1 grain of rice and put it in the side. Another round, another grain of rice and put it aside. So we chant 16 rounds, 16 grains, like that. She used to chant 64, 70, 80, how much ever, she used to take one grain. And only those grains she used to cook. No sabji, no achar, no chutney, no papad, no nothing. Only those grains of rice, boil, offer it to Mahaprabhu and take it as prasad. That's it. If we do that 16 grains of, it will not even come in our hand, nicely. What to, talking about filling our belly. So she was so devoted. Gradually she became very thin, but she passed her days like that, and she lived for more than 80 years. So that was a real dedication. The only hope, only energy for her was the deity of Mahaprabhu. She had a murti. She would worship that form, and that was the only energy for her. And since that time, the worship is being continued up to the present day. And this temple, anybody knows where is this temple and the Mahaprabhu deity? Huh? Yes, we can go and have darshan. Beautiful. And also it's yellow painted nicely, Gauranga Mahaprabhu is beautiful big deities. So Navadvip mein, and he is known as, the place is known as Mahaprabhu Badi. Even any rickshaw wala, any auto wala you say, he will take you, there. And we can have beautiful darshan, beautiful aarti. We can go inside also, Pujari allows inside. And one time I saw, there is jhulan also for this big deity. There only, I went many times, but last time we saw this jhulan, we saw closely, not many devotees were there. So it was very nice. So she lived like that. Shri Vishnu Priya Devi ki jai. Next, there is a beautiful story about Raghunandan Thakur. There were 3 brothers, Mukunda Das, Madhav Das, and Sri Narahari Sarkar Thakur. And they were 3 brothers, but only Mukunda was married. That too, he was not interested, but because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, requested him, he married. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had a plan. He wanted to come as a son. This is a detail, we'll not go, but yes, Raghunandan Thakur was born of Mukunda. And in a joking way, sometimes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to ask also, who is father and who is son? And Mukunda, knowing the exalted qualities of Raghunandan, he used to say, he is my father. Raghunandan is my father, like that. And a beautiful story of Gopinath. They have a Gopinath deities at home. So Mukunda always used to worship nicely. Whenever I see these children, I always, get attracted to them. When Mukunda was worshipping every day, since the age of 2.5, this Raghunandan child was seeing Krishna, seeing Mukunda worshipping Gopinath. Getting flowers, doing abhishek, dressing them, aarti, everything. So one day Mukunda had to go. Mukunda Prabhu was, called because he was a Vaidya, doctor, so he was called. So he said, Raghunandan, can you take care of worshipping the deities and offer them some prasad? He said, yes, I always see you. I know I will do it. So he used to see everything, but when offering is going on, we put the curtain. So what father used to do inside, he did not know. Every other thing he knew. But inside the curtain, okay, offering bhoga, something. That's what he knew. So everything he did when the father went, and mother got him yellow besan laddus. And he had to offer that. A plate of yellow laddus. And he did that. Thank you, Prabhuji. He closed the curtain, and now, okay, Krishna, please eat. Hare Krishna, bell, offering obeisances, please eat. No, he's not eating. Please eat, Krishna. Why you're not eating? Is there any mistake gone from my side? Okay, I will not see. He turned his face like this. Now you please eat. Oh, still. After 5 minutes, he saw not eating. He was very much perplexed. Why he is not eating today? So he started. He started, crying. Why you're not eating today? What's wrong with me, with my worship today? So crying, Krishna had to come. And Krishna came and he ate the laddus. 1, 2, please take more. And he ate full plate. And then he went back in the altar and sat. And the plate was taken and mother asked, where is Mahaprasad? Where's Prasad? So Krishna ate. Oh, he's a child. He likes laddu. It's okay. She thought Raghunandan ate. It's fine. And in the evening, Mukunda came. Prasad, Krishna ate everything. Really? But he knew Raghunandan never says lie. Mukunda always, was very, he knew his child. He said something, and I have to see this. So he again planned, this time intentionally, to Mukunda and to Raghunandan, can you please take care of the deities? Yes. Okay, I have to go. Take care. But he did not. He was hiding behind the curtain. And same thing happened. Exactly same. Krishna knew Mukunda is here behind the curtain, so he was not coming. But he's crying. Please come, please take. My father will scold me. Why did not I serve you nicely? Please come and take. And Krishna had to come because the child was so much crying, And as soon as he came, he sat. He kneeled down. Krishna kneeled down and sat because the offering plate was down, like we do. So he kneeled down and he took laddu and he ate half, and half is in his hand. And Mukunda saw and he came. So Krishna was like that only. And I heard in one lecture, since that time, you can imagine the Laddu Gopal Murti is like that. So since that time, everybody started worshipping Laddu Gopal. So that Gopinath was transformed to Laddu Gopal. He still have the Laddu in his hand and in the kneel position, That's what I heard. I don't know the reference of it, but I heard from one of the Maharaj, Sannyasi in ISKCON. So that was Raghunandan. That was Raghunandan. And Abhiram Thakur. Abhiram Thakur is another great personality who was so pure that if he offered obeisances to the deities which were not installed or which were not worshipped nicely, the deities would break. Or if he offered obeisances to the devotee, he was not a pure devotee, he will die. That was Abhiram Thakur. And also one speciality, he had a stick. What was that stick called? Jai Mangal. Yes. If he touches that stick to someone, that person will get pure love of Godhead. He was so special, So he heard Raghunandan has this pastime. He must be surely great. Let me go and offer my obeisances to him. Now, if a parent would understand that this is the personality, like Abhiram Thakur, they will be fearful. Oh, so the same thing happened, Mukunda and all three brothers, they sat in the front door and hid Raghunandan inside the room. Raghunandan, don't come out today. This Abhiram is coming. I don't know what will happen, So don't come outside. So they hid him inside the room and locked from this side, and the three were sitting, Abhiram Thakur came. Oh, yes, pranam and this and that. And can I see and meet your child? No, he's sleeping. He's inside. He's doing something. He's not there. Something. They were all three very particular that he should not see Abhiram and pay obeisances. Otherwise, I don't know what will happen. And with lot of endeavor, he could not meet. So he was going back. Who? Abhiram. And now they are happy. Oh, thank God. They went, they opened the door and the child Raghunandan was not there. from the back door somewhere. He was tired. Child needs to play. How long they will sit? So somehow by window door, back door somewhere he went and he was then playing with the other children, you know, about some little far away, 1 kilometer something. And then Abhiram was going, he saw these children playing and one boy was very effulgent. So he asked him, who are you? First he was just observing him, you know, continuously. Because he was getting attracted to Raghunandan. And then somebody observing me, we feel awkward, right? Somebody continuously watching us. So he said, what happened, you know? And he said, who are you? I'm Raghunandan. What is your father's name? We check, na? Raghunandan might be so many. You know? So what is your father's name? Mukunda. You are Mukunda's son, Raghunandan? Yes, I am Mukunda's son, Raghunandan. What happened? Oh, you are Mukunda's son, Raghunandan. Yeah, then he got more, you know. He offered his obeisances to him. And what happened? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Then he went more closer. Let me try once again. Again offered obeisances. Nothing happened. Then he did all the prayers and then offered obeisances. Nothing happened. He understood. This is a pure devotee, you know. This is, So then he offered obeisances to Raghunandan, and it was mentioned, you know, Raghunandan, and it was a small boy in this pastime, and Abhiram Thakur was like 40 years, but they started exchanging as if they are two friends, and it was literally in the previous lives they were, you know, in Krishna Leela. It was mentioned some name, Sridham or somebody, you know, somebody's incarnation, this Abhiram Thakur. So they started having those exchanges, you know, because they understood each other. Anyway, that was a detail. If I take 5 more minutes, is okay? 2 more personalities? Yeah, 3 more personalities. So Raghunandan Thakur ki jai. Now Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Pundarik Vidyanidhi was a disciple of Madhavendra Puri, and he was a guru of Sri Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit is the incarnation of Srimati Radharani. So Pundarik Vidyanidhi is Vrishabhanu. Yes, in Krishna Leela he is Vrishabhanu Maharaj, the father of Srimati Radharani. So sometimes he was misunderstood as a materialistic person, you know, with all luxury and all. But by the recitation of Bhagavatam verse, Gadadhar Pandit understood, you know. Actually, this is a long story. Mukunda wanted Gadadhar to meet this Pundarik Vidyanidhi because he's a great person. But when Gadadhar went, he saw, what is this great person? He's nicely sitting in a big couch, a big sofa, big cushion, and then, you know, pan he is beating, and then 2 persons are fanning, and with nice oil and scent and everything so royal. He said, what is this? But as soon as Mukunda understood Gadadhar Pandit, what's going on in the mind. And as soon as he recited one verse. That verse was very special also. Yeah, this how this Putana got delivered and got to this highest position. And when he heard this, he could not control his ecstasy, you know, hearing of standing of hair and other symptoms. Then Gadadhar understood, and he accepted him as his master, you know. This is very short. I covered Pundarik Vidyanidhi. He's a great Vaishnava. And then Raghunath Das Goswami. For every personality, we have to speak and hear for hours together. You know, Raghunath Das Goswami is again another great personality. He was a wealthy landowner, but he was not interested in any of the wealth. His father thought, let me get him married so that he will, you know, be bound in a married life and be there. So in very early childhood, his father married him, but still he could not stay and he left. He went to Jagannath Puri and met, you know, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Sarup Damodar Goswami, and there he stayed for 16 years. And then Lord Gauranga personally gave him Govardhan Shila and Gunjamala to Raghunath Das Goswami. And after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finished his pastime, Raghunath could not stay. In the mood of separation, he came to Vrindavan to end his life by jumping off the Govardhan hill. Many devotees maybe hear this. They cannot live without the devotees association of the Supreme Lord. So there Rupa and Sanatan came and he said, no, please don't give up your body. They convinced him to live and enlighten all the Vrajavasis with Mahaprabhu's Jagannath Puri's pastime, because he was there in Jagannath Puri, So every day for 3 hours and more, he used to sit and give lectures of Mahaprabhu's pastimes, staying in Radha Kund, And he spoke about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Raghunath Das Goswami did Radha Krishna Bhajan at Radha Kund for next 40 years, in separation but as a service to all the Vaishnavas. And he did daily bhajan. He chanted 64 rounds every day, and he worshipped Govardhan Shila, bathing thrice in Radha Kund, offering 1,000 obeisances to Krishna. 1,000 obeisances of Krishna every single day. And offering 2,000 obeisances to Vaishnavas. Inconceivable. The Lord is inconceivable and his devotees are inconceivable, And then just resting for 90 minutes. Just resting for 90 minutes. Why? Because he was not eating at all. He was just drinking a cup of buttermilk, So, very, very austere. And throughout his life, he never ate anything for sense gratification. He took the bare minimum to keep the body and soul together. And it is said that after the disappearance of Lord Chaitanya, Raghunath Das ate only fruit and milk. And later he left that also. That means when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, he took only fruit and milk. Later when Sanatan Goswami left, he existed on a cup of buttermilk every day or every 2 days. Then when Sri Rupa Goswami left, Raghunath gave up even eating and drinking. He was slowly burning in the fire of separation from the Lord. And seeing this condition, Vrajavasis used to cry, but he was like that devotee. So Raghunath Das Goswami ki jai. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, every single day, I guess, when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, somewhere Prabhupada mentions Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Pad. Every single day we sing morning Aarti, Samsara Dava. That was written by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. We can remember him also. So, many pastimes again of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Prabhupada specially got the inspiration by this verse, Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, by reading the commentaries of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, because he wrote many, many books, more than 40 books. The commentaries of Rupa Goswami books, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and so many. So he was a great, great scholar. And when he was old, his famous disciple was Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan. And when Brahmana scholars in Jaipur challenged the validity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he was the leader at that time. He was too old to travel and to go and to talk and have a debate. So he sent his disciple Baladev Vidyabhushan. And by the dictation of Lord Krishna, Baldev wrote the commentary Govinda Bhasya. See, Krishna himself dictated him. So this Govinda Bhasya then became the solid thing, commentary on the Vedanta Sutra, and defeated all those Brahmanas who were questioning, So appearance and disappearance are important days. So we should remember about these great personalities to get their blessings. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, he reasons ill who tells that Vaishnavas die. When thou art living still in sound, the Vaishnavas die to live, and living try to spread the holy name around. So these great personalities are still here. If we remember them, we get their association, their blessings, and their teachings. So, Vasant Panchami ki jai, Saraswati, Goddess Saraswati Devi ki jai, Sri Raghunandan Das Thakur ki jai, Sri Pundik Vidyanidhi ki jai, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami ki jai, Srimati Vishnupriya Devi ki jai, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Sri Sri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Sri Sri Radha Kalachand ji ki jai, Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadramaya ki jai. Hare Krishna everyone. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Thank you. Hari Hari Bol. If there is any comment or question, I know it's late, but I covered in a very, just touching the things, so please forgive me. Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
I read Raghunath Das Goswami would chant japa for 22 hours a day.
Yes.
He slept for an hour and a half.
Yes.
And then that left half an hour for taking care of his body, which included he would eat a handful of rice after it was discarded from the Jagannath temple, and then sat in the sun for 3 days. So even the cows wouldn't eat it.
Yes.
So how is that scientifically possible?
Yes. There are many devotees we can see in today also who are living in a very less, very less items, but who are living. So it is the spiritual energy which carry them forward. It's very obvious. Latest example recently I can see is Hanuman Prekshik Maharaj, His Holiness Hanuman Prekshik Maharaj. Last visit of our Sri Navadvip Dham, we heard he just eat once, and there's no diet for him. Whatever he gets, he is okay with that. And one of his disciple was sharing, he does not like to waste prasad. So if some devotee, ordinary devotee, if he wastes something, he goes and eats that. I heard from his disciple, he goes and eats that, and that's it. And when we asked Maharaj, what would you like to have? He said, I already ate for the day. So with that small thing, he's done. And when we were in California 10, 15 years before we saw him, we attended his lectures, and that time also we knew he is only surviving on few nuts, in the morning, and he takes his dabba, little bit drinking. So this is latest example. And in our Guru Maharaj case also I saw, the doctors took the checking the pulse, and then he says he has no material energy left. If you see his blood report or other reports, there is nothing, but he's living in this spiritual energy. So that is the potency, that is like getting above the three modes. So I personally don't have any realization of this, but I have seen devotees and in scriptures, those examples. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Yes, any other? Yes, Prabhuji. Can Mohini Murti be? I could not hear. Can Mohini? Can Mohini Murti be Kamsa's niece? I could not understand. Anybody understood what question? Or okay. I don't know, Prabhuji, sorry. What? Krishna is Kamsa's nephew, yes? He's Krishna's niece. She's Krishna's niece, that way. She's Kamsa's niece. Kamsa's niece. Yeah, correct. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Prabhupada Premataji. Hare Krishna. And Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna, it was a wonderful class. Since we are talking about birth of Krishna, it just came to my mind. There is Guhya, Guhyatara and Guhyatama
Guhyatamam.
knowledge, right? So the most confidential knowledge is revealed by the Acharyas. So regarding birth of Krishna, I think there is commentary by Rupa Goswami in Laghu Bhagavatamrita and Jiva Goswami in Krishna Sandarbha. So it is explained that Yashoda Mai also gave birth to Swayam Bhagavan, Brajendranandan and Krishna at the same time. And Vasudeva expansion took birth with the Devaki and Vasudeva. So when he was taken there, they got merged. So Vasudeva Krishna merged into Swayam Bhagavan Krishna.
Oh, okay.
And just yesterday I was listening to the pastor unintentionally about Raghunandan Thakur. And there Radhana Swami says that half of the laddu, half eaten, it is still there in the temple.
Yes.
As a witness.
Oh, yes. In his hand. Yes. Yes, yes. There's a deity there. You can go and have darshan. Thank you, Prabhuji, for wonderful sharing. Yes, Mataji.
I don't have any question, Mataji. Just wanted to thank you for amazing class. You gave us so much spiritual bliss and nectar. I felt like when you ended the class, I just want to clap. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji, for your encouragement. Thanks to Tulsi Sakhi Mataji. She gave me this opportunity today, very auspicious day, and close to my heart. This day, from childhood we were celebrating, but when we came to Krishna consciousness, we saw, oh, this is really great, great personalities have appeared, and most of all, like appearance day, only Vishwanath Chakravarti disappearance day. It's a very auspicious day. Thank you, Mataji.
Welcome back to the neighborhood. You both moved, right?
Yes.
Close by, so we hope to be able to relish Srimad Bhagavatam together with you and your Prabhu speaking more often. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandats Pranam. Hari Bol. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavnebhyo Shri Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru